Hey Rob, thanks for coming in. So at lunchtime, I started this trial of my two lathe system. I've got two lathes back to back, and I'm making a walking stick. I wanted to make a bat, but this one had a crazy bend in it, so it didn't work out. So we're just gonna make a walking stick. This is driftwood from Lake Erie, so I think it is sycamore, but not 100% sure, but it seems like sycamore. And it's 34 inches long, and this is about the center, so it's the worst condition for vibration right there. Hey Lee Harris, thanks for coming in. Much more stable up here than it is right here. This is like the worst. But this is going to be easy to cut. Yeah, it is not easy to, it's hard to not get that vibration. Like I can really feel it, the vibration. Tell you what I need is a piece of wood holding it with like a fork in it just to hold it. I used to watch Robbo do that, Robbo Robertson from Australia, and he would just hold it and it would keep it from vibrating. But I'm not sure how I would do that. I clamp it to something, or I don't really have anything to clamp to. I'm gonna try to slow down. Maybe I'm going too fast for this long. Maybe that'll be the ticket. Oh, that seems better. All right, so I was going too fast. So there's a tip. If you're doing something really long, like a baseball bat, slow down. Got to keep trying different things. You know what? I do have a way to hold this. Hang on. I'm using 2 lathes, duh. I have another banjo. Look at that, brand spanking new. Never been used. Never been used. See if I can figure something out here. Almost there. There. Okay, now I gotta find something to put in there other than this. How about that? I have a dowel. Okay, we're almost there. Cut that off about right there. Make it high enough you can reuse it. All right, now anything is possible. I think I just want to rest on it. I don't know. Or would it go, wait a minute, maybe I don't need that. I just push it here. Since I'm pushing this way, just rest it on there. see if this works. So this is interesting because all it's doing is rubbing just a little bit on that piece of wood and it's knocking down the vibration. So if I'm pushing this way, cutting, it doesn't allow it to bounce. This is cool. It actually works. Nice. A little warm. Maybe not rub it so hard. Take a little fine tuning. I wonder if I put some oil on it. I don't really want it to soak in too much. Wax? You know, I do have wax. I actually just got some. Just got some. I was gonna make some more abrasive paste, so this will be good. I had some little candles around, but I can't find them. That's a good idea. Thank you, Rob. That's a good idea. So yeah, so this is actually working very well. And now I can push harder with the tool and not have it vibrate. So let's finish this. So what do you think I should do for the end, where you hold on to it? It is a big block, 2 pounds, I think. Beeswax. Tell you, this thing kind of smells, so it might be oak, but it doesn't seem like oak. It seems more like maple. So I don't know. I don't know. Kind of smells, but it was floating in Lake Erie, so who knows? Who knows? The other thing is what diameter. I don't think I want to get too much bigger than this. So we're just going to keep going. I'm going to move this up here. if you're just stopping in, a friend of mine, his channel is at sign adventure underscore Aaron. Check out his channel. He's kind of helping me design this. He does rock hunting in New Mexico. So check out his channel. But one thing that he said, I was asking what we do on the end, and he said you can put a rubber foot or a magnet. So I found this magnet, not sure what it's from. It's got internal threads and it's pretty strong. So I'm gonna epoxy this onto the end, like screw it on to put a magnet on the end. We'll see how long it lasts. I don't know, being probably aluminum, I don't know how long it'll last, but we'll see. But check out his channel, adventure underscore Aaron. All right, if you're just coming in, I'm doing a 34-inch piece for a walking stick, and I have two lathes, the exact same style. These are both LA 3424 when it's a 12 by 18-inch lathe, and I put them back to back. So this one I turned the spindle so it would be outboard turning, and then I mounted them, lined them up, put them back to back, and this one's inboard turning. So the exact same lathe. So that's how I can do this. I've got my live center on the far end on this lathe, and then all my banjo on this and the spindle on this side. So it's working really well. I made a bat the other day, so I'm gonna make a few long things, and then we'll go back to some short stuff. But just kind of trying it out to see if it'll work. So it's kind of exciting. It's a lot of fun. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see, if I'm using this as a walking stick, I'm gonna want that right there. So, is this big enough? Kind of. I might round the end of it. I don't know. It's a little short, I guess, for a pole stick, but I don't know. I don't know that much about walking sticks, so we'll see. So what else? What else would you guys make besides bats and walking sticks? Like, I don't know what to make. I guess you could make table legs and that, but and actually, this turning it this thin makes it very wobbly. When I put the whole thing up at this thickness, it was very easy to cut. So, table leg would be fun to do. What else would you do? Hey Pat, this is the same third leg. I decided to finish it up tonight instead of tomorrow. Making bats is tricky. Like, you got to have a good piece of wood that doesn't have any knots in it or bends, and that's hard to find. A pool cue. I'll tell you this, a pool cue on a lathe would be tricky. Like, after this experience, I'm at about, I don't know how thick, 1.5 inches, 2 inches maybe, and it's almost impossible. I don't have a pool table though. If I did, I would definitely try it. Look at those streamers. So if you're wondering what that noise is, I've got a post here that's rubbing up against. So when I push the tool on the wood, it hits that post and doesn't just vibrate. Da-da-da. So it's a little bit noisy, and I'm sorry for that, but it really helps the cutting. All right. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to do a little bit more shaping up here, round that off. But one thing I did want to do is add measurements to the stick. So if I'm going to put this magnet down here, that's going to go about there. Then my tape measure. All right, left my tape measure outside, so I'm glad I went out and looked for it. Don't want that. All right, so then I'm going to put increments every inch. Up to 12 inches. The first 6 inches, I'm going to do 1/2 inch. 2 foot. Yeah. And then every 6 inches after that. So it goes up to about 2'6". All right, so I'm going to, this we sanded right up to about here. So I'm just going to cut some grooves in it and then cut some grooves here and sand that and start finishing. I do need to make this the same size as this magnet, so we're going to do that too. And that will go up to about there. All right, what do you guys think about coating? What do you think I should coat it with? I've got some polyurethane spray. Probably should do that because it's guaranteed gonna get wet. All right. Here. Gets real bouncy without that stick on it. Oh, another change I made, I put some wood behind. I was tired of stuff going behind the lathe. So I just put some plywood shelving back there. Hey Anthony, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping in. What have you been working on? I know you're still wood turning, just I haven't seen any videos. Wow, that is so smooth. It can't be oak. I don't think it's oak. It's got to be a maple, some kind of a maple. All right. I can never find the switch because I'm looking on the far right. My lathe has always had the switch on the far right, but I'm powering it from this switch. That's going to be a... I want to get some of these grooves better. I like the texture of that. That feels neat. All right, let's take this off. I'm gonna cut this a little bit smaller. Nice. Maybe I won't even epoxy it. It's on there pretty good because it has those threads. There we go. I'll sand the top a little bit. Put a little pin or something in it. So these are at increments. 6 inches, 12 inches, 18, 24, 30. 30 inches. All the increments. I just want to clean up some of these grooves. They've got some tear out in them. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. See if I can get this foot back off. Hey, Mike. Mike Stanifer's in. Thanks for stopping in. Making a walking stick. Or third leg, as Pat calls it. Radar's turning bowls and vases. The usual wood turner fare. Everything is kind of a variation of a cup, a bowl, or a vase. It's just what we do. I like this project. This is something different. And I like doing, I love spindle turning anyway, but doing stuff this long, this is just something very new for me. Put our magnet back on. I touched a little sandpaper to it, so it's not quite as tight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Got a magnet on the end of our walking stick. Round it over. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. That's in deeper than I thought. Maybe drill it out and set a marble in there or something. I don't know. Or just flatten it. Probably just flatten it off. Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it back on and try to cut into that a little bit. It feels a bit big anyway, so I think I'm gonna flatten that out. If you're just coming in, look up the channel Adventure Aaron at adventure_Aaron. And I'm making this for him. He's a friend of mine, good friend of mine who does a lot of rock hunting, or there's a word for it. I can't think of what it is, but moved to New Mexico, bought a house, and does a lot of exploring. So this is for him. I sanded up to 120. Not crazy, but it feels very smooth. Hey, Mike. That's gonna be nice. All right, let me see if I can look him up. He's just trying to start a new channel. Aaron Miller. It's at adventure_Aaron. I don't know if you can see that. He has 8 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him like 50 subscribers today. Actually, let me refresh. This is from earlier. Yep, still got 8. So go there. Do me a favor. Go there and subscribe. I'm going to see if I can copy this. Go back to mine. There we go. There's the link. Do me a favor, huge favor, go and subscribe. Check out some of his videos. Let's see if we can get him up to 50 tonight. That would be really cool. If everybody here went and subscribed, that would be 59. So do that for me. That would be great. I'm going to take this off now and show you the end. So it's almost cut off. I think I can take my saw. Nice. There's not a hole in it, so I can do a little bit of sanding. Nice. That'll be nice. We'll get that all sanded off. A little bit too bright, huh? Got a little bit of a get that sanded up. I'm not sure what I'm going to coat it with, so if anybody has any ideas, it is a walking stick for a very dry and desert environment, New Mexico, some of the little hills, prospecting, that type of thing. I don't know if there's little streams in it. I don't think so. Aaron said something about putting, he was in earlier at lunch, said something about putting a magnet on it. So I found a magnet with a screw end on it, female screw. So I'm going to screw that onto the end. So you could pick up stuff. It's a pretty strong magnet. So that's kind of cool. I don't know how long that housing will last. It's aluminum. It might do all right. So maybe just some oil, some tung oil or something, so we can keep putting oil on it, or wax. I don't know. What do you guys think for a walking stick? What would you do? I think that's gonna do it. Till I figure out what coating I'm going to put on it. So this is a walking stick. I've got 1/2 inch increments. So it starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go up to 12, 18, 24, and 30. The top's about 34. So that's the top. That's a good height, actually. And then if you want to ram something or jab something, you got a stick or pick something up. Pick up my tape measure. Pick up my saw. I don't know. That's what we made. So, all right, Howard's. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't have any of that, but I think it's just mineral oil and beeswax. I'm going to be making some abrasive paste with mineral oil and beeswax. So I'll make up some without abrasive in it and coat it with that. That's a good idea, Rob. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. We'll do something tomorrow for lunch. Maybe we'll make the abrasive paste. If I can find my mineral oil, we'll see what we can do. But anyway, thanks for coming in. Remember, you have value, you have purpose, and you are loved. Okay. Whoop. You have value, you have purpose, and you are loved. God bless. Thanks for coming in.